Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a cold night down Stokes Bay. This is the gill kicker end of Stokes Bay. It's about the 15th of March, and this is round 3 of the last Cast Saloon Midweek League. We've got a northeasterly wind and it's absolutely freezing. I think my aim tonight is just not to blank. I've had 2 difficult matches in the last month, and I just want to get something on the card early. So I'm not thinking about blanking the whole time. Now there should be quite a lot of dogfish this end of the beach, but maybe not a lot else. The odd whiting still hanging around, the odd dab maybe still about, but really we're aiming for dogfish. And the rules for tonight is no white ragworm and no sand eels, and sand eels would have been my first choice for dogfish. So I'll show you the bait in a minute, but I bought something a little bit different, just to see how they work compared to sand eels. God, I just hope I don't blank again. It's hard making videos, and it cheered me up in the car park. A few people talk to me saying they're still watching them, despite the fact there's not many fish in some of them. And I suppose that's realistic, isn't it? You've got to show the sessions when it doesn't go well. It heartened me. I watched Pond Peak tonight, and he was fishing. The Norfolk Angling Club came down to Eastbourne to fish the Nomads, and Pete managed to winkle out a little bass last cast to avoid the blank. So it sort of heartened me a little bit that I'm not the only person struggling at the moment. And I still found it interesting to watch. So hopefully, even though there's not hundreds of fish coming in some of these videos, you're still getting something out of it. But let's be positive. To smile and be positive. Yes, as Andy Smith said. So let's be positive. Let's get some baits out there and see if we can find those dogfish for once. So bait for tonight, I'm going to go through the usual suspects first. So there's my usual thin cut strips of mackerel, a few bits of squid hanging around. Ragworm, that's probably going to be my number 1 bait tonight. I've got a few blow lug left over from Saturday. Anchovy, make up some wraps with that if I need to. A few bluey and squid wraps that were left over from Saturday. And then, as I said, I'm going to try something a bit different because I couldn't get sand eels. I thought, well, what's the closest thing? And I managed to get hold of these little tiny sprats. And I've made up some little tiny sprat and squid wraps. Let's see what the dogfish think of that. Probably a more natural bait this time of year than the sand eel is. But anyway, there we are. Let's see if we can find those dogs. Well, I just had a bite there, so I'm going to take a look at that. No, there's no weight there. I missed that one. We're fishing from low tide up tonight, so it means it's quite shallow, and also there's not much tide, and it is much harder to hit bites when there's not much tide. In a strong tide, the fish pretty much hook themselves. Bit depressing that I missed that bite. I hope it's not the only one I get. So that's my second cast and second bite. I've left it a while this time, partly because I don't want to miss the bite, but also I've got 3 hooks on. I might be able to get more than one fish. Oh, well, there's definitely some weight there this time. Well, I'm not going to complain about a double shot second cast. That takes the pressure off. Blank avoided. So the pout's only 17 centimetres, so that doesn't count. Everything's got to be over 18 in this league, but the dogfish will be fine, so I'm on the card. So here's my sprat and squid cocktail. The sprat seems quite firm at the moment because it's frozen, but I think as it defrosts it will go soft, which is why I want the bit of squid on the side of it. So that's on the bottom hook. Then on the middle hook, this is ragworm tipped with squid. And then on the top hook, I've just got a small little finger size piece of mackerel. Now look at that. If I hold this close to the camera, it looks like a reasonable fish. But bring it back here and look how small it is. So I'll just go and get it measured. So this is my 4th cast. Oh yeah, definitely seems to be weight here. And there's a double shot of dogfish. I can't believe how well this is going at the moment. Fingers crossed it doesn't change. So some people have left negative comments about the way I unhook my dogfish, but this is by far the best way for the dogfish and for me. So it gets the hook out of the fish quickly, and I'm not having to touch the fish with my hands, so I'm not getting those horrible sort of scrapes that you get from dogfish skin. So there's another double shot of dogfish, and the bottom one again is on that sprat wrap. Here's a double shot of a whiting and a pout. Oh, let's have a look. No, pout's no good, but the whiting must be all right. Yeah, 24 for the whiting. All right, so what's that going to be? It's going to be 198, and I'm an hour and a half in. Oh God, I'm not fit enough for this. Yeah, I know I'm complaining about too many fish. I have to complain about not enough. Oh. So I've not seen a bite this time, but I've been running backwards and forwards getting fish measured, and I'm sure I miss a lot of bites. Not as in losing the fish, but I don't see the bites. So that's why I fish to the clock. I'll bring this in at 15 minutes. Oh, there's definitely plenty of weight there this time. In fact, that's quite heavy. This might even be a ray. That's quite difficult to get moving. Well, that's an excellent triple shot of dogs there. And in a length match, that's better than catching a ray. That's about 150 centimetres just from one cast. I'm just checking here that my line isn't wrapped around the top ring. It's worth checking sometimes that your line is free before you cast. Otherwise your line could snap or you lose the top eye. So that's exactly 2 hours in, and I've just had another dogfish. Right, okay, let me look at the card. So thanks to that triple shot just a few minutes ago, I'm now on That was 352 centimetres, plus this one, that's going to make it 375, 380 centimetres. After just 2 hours, it's amazing. Hey, how do you explain it from, 3 days ago to now? So I'm relying on you guys not to tell anybody about this Sprat cocktail. Although to be honest, I've caught just as many on just a little strip of mackerel. You've seen how thin I cut my mackerel, so there's a bit, 1.5 inches maybe, centimetre wide. Oh, look at me mixing imperial and metric. And I've caught as much on the little strip of mackerel as I have on the Sprat. The first couple, I think, were on worm, but they seem to have gone off the worm. I did just have another bite, but it stopped. There's a little tap again, it might just be sitting on it. The tide doesn't seem to have come in very far. Right. Well, there's some weight there. Oh, it's odd, it's getting heavier. It's odd. I think I'm putting it through something. Oh, it's gone lighter. Go and see. Oh, they're small, but at least I'm still catching. Now it's on the Sprat again. Remember, don't tell anyone about the Sprat. So it's 10:15, we've got 45 minutes to go, and this is genuinely the first time I've had 5 minutes to sit down and talk to you. The only cast that I haven't caught anything was the first cast, and I missed a bite on that cast. I've had one treble shot of dogs and a number of double shots. There's only one double shot that I haven't... Oh, sorry. There's only one double shot that I haven't filmed. At least I hope so. Hopefully the rest of it's caught on camera. Oh, and I've currently got 498 centimetres with a couple of casts left to go. Oh, and A few of them, oddly enough, the smaller ones have come on the sprat and squid wrap. Most of the good ones have come on mackerel, and then I've had a couple that have just taken ragworm tipped with either a bit of squid or a bit of mackerel. I just can't. I look back to Saturday, if anyone's watched the previous video, and I really struggled to catch dogfish while everybody around me was catching. And I didn't really do anything different tonight. I mean, yeah, I've got sprat instead of sand gill, but I don't think many people would say that that was an advantage. The only reason I've got the sprat, I think I mentioned it at the beginning, is these match rules. They're not allowing white ragworm or sand deal at the moment in this league. So I don't see what I've done differently. I had my wraps, instead of sprat, I had bluey and squid wraps on Saturday. I had the same ragworm tipped with mackerel. I had sand eels. I had mackerel on its own, and yeah, I really struggled. And tonight, I'm catching on all baits. It doesn't seem to matter if I don't quite hit the cast as far as I want. I'm still catching. That's, you know, I wish fishing made sense, but it doesn't always. But at least I won't be going home tonight thinking, oh God, what should I have done different? Well, at least I say that. I could get back and find out everybody's caught even more dogfish than I have, I suppose. The other thing now I need is a big whiting. I've got a little whiting of 24 centimetres, but there's a prize tonight for the biggest whiting. I don't think 24 centimetres is going to do it, unless nobody else has caught any. Oh. As it's quiet, why don't you go and subscribe? That would be nice. Just subscribe. But also, if you hit the like or send me comments, I always answer any comments that people put on there. And that all helps because YouTube sees the number of subscriptions, the number of likes, the number of comments, and from that it decides how many times it's going to share the video with other people. So the more you subscribe, like and comment, the more people will get to see my video, which will be great. And it was nice tonight. Another guy came up to me in the car park and said, oh, I've started match fishing because of watching your videos. So I think it's only about the fourth person that's told me that, but even so, that's a result. We're doing it for just over a year now, and if all I've achieved is got 4 more people into match fishing, that'll do. Right, so let's see if I can go and get this over 500. That's the last cast out there now. Having touched wood, first cast was the only cast when I didn't catch. So now I've said that, I probably won't catch on the last cast. But 552 centimetres, 12 dogfish, 1 whiting, 1 pout for 552 centimetres. So I've certainly taken that one left home tonight. With me worried about blanking. So unless I get something spectacular in the last cast, I'll bring you back in the car park for the results. See you in a bit.
38 fished in total. Longest fish of the night with a Congo in it, Jimmy, of 68. Yeah? Yeah. Freddie Hodgson.
Hey, what up, Fred?
Well done, Freddie. Nice one, mate.
Hey, that's a smile on your face there.
Winner of the Achios Fury rod for longest whiting. To be picked up from the shop goes to Dale.
Oh, good to know. Yes,
well done, Dale.
Well, mate. I'm feeling left out on the car on the way home.
You're trying to buy the burgers then.
Third place, Zone A. Dean Scott Dennis. Dean, he's gone.
No, share it out.
Yeah. He won't mind.
Redraw.
Third place, Zone B. Mark Stevens. Ah, well done, mate.
Well done, bud.
Second place, Zone A. Dale Brenton.
Sound
Well done,
mate.
Dale.
Thank you very much.
Right, mate.
Sound.
No.
How, mate?
Second place, Zone B. Adrian Martin. Behind the camera.
Thank you.
Well done, Adrian. First place, Zone A. Jimmy Jenkins. Cheers. And first place, Zone B. Cormac. Well done, Cormac. Nice one, mate. It's been a very long thing, wasn't it, eh? Happy days. What?
I don't think there was much in it between the two.
Total length, right?
Nah, 10 centimetres.
Was that?
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Did he get there?
Yeah.
You know I'll leave that in.
Yeah.
Which zone?